Hello, my name is John Fowler. I'm a truckin' across the USA. Yeah, I'm truckin' just about every day. Yeah, I'm truckin'. So what you got to say? I'd like to hear it today. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd like to hear it today. Trucker John OTR. Tuesday, Thursday, live streaming on YouTube, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Won't you join me, please? Walmart parking lot. That's right, every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's the Trucker John OTR live stream. That's right. It's going down. It's going down. Hello, my name is John Fowler.
Hi! It's me! Ooh, it's cold in the truck today. Hey everybody, I see I think Wes is in the house, Jolie's here. I am here at the Pioneer Villa. And I went ahead and I just went ahead and got a hotel motel room last night, so I wasn't in the truck, and so it's freezing cold out here now because it's been just sitting in the cold, and now it's cold, and I'm trying to warm it up. But the good news is that little issue I had with my tablet seems to have been cleared up, so that's good. And I make money by delivering goods. That's truck driving, Wes. Sometimes you go, and then sometimes you sit. Good news is I have a load book for tomorrow. So, picks up in Vancouver, Washington, head back to West Lake City, which is right by Salt Lake City. So I got a load lined up for tomorrow, and that's the way it goes sometimes, especially these last few months, where you don't always have loads just lined up one after the other. Sometimes you gotta wait it out. I'm hoping that it will get a little bit better, but I don't know. We'll see. They were just saying we might just be having a little bit of a uptick because of Christmas, and after Christmas it might be dead again. So that sucks. But anyhow, I'm still here. Let's see if this is caught up or not. So yeah, I went ahead and got a room over here. They have a good rate. They have a trucker's, they give you a pretty good trucker discount. So it's about a $30 discount. It's like $61 or something like that for the room. And they normally go for about 87, 90, 91, something like that. So it's a nice discount. And it was good to get out of the truck. I went ahead and booked another night because since I'm not picking that load up till tomorrow, I figured I might as well stay another night. Oh boy! But I just feel like it's so loud. I just wanted to run the heater though and get it kind of warmed up in here, but I feel like I have to shout over the engine. And I don't like that. I don't like shouting over the engine. There's a truck idling next to me. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So I went in and had breakfast. Just way too much food. I eat too much food. I had pancakes. Of course, the pancakes are like this big, with gobs of butter and gobs of syrup. And then I had scrambled eggs and bacon. Scrambled eggs are huge, and I asked them to put some cheese on it. And they drowned it with cheddar cheese. And the bacon, you get four huge. The slices of bacon are like this big, and they're thick, and it's just too much. I mean, I appreciate the hearty portions, but I just feel like I just ate too much. You know? Now I feel all lethargic from that meal. Hey, Kenneth Otto is in the house. I guess he's in the house. I don't know. But anyhow, glad to have you here. We got Wes, Ken, Jolie. Who else is here? Anybody else? Speak up now. Don't be shy. Don't you be lurking. Don't you be lurking on me now. No lurking. You can lurk, but just stay, just say hi and then go back to lurking. If there's any lurkers out there. We got 5 people watching, 4 thumbs up. Well, somebody's slacking. Give me a thumbs up. That's what like means. Like, subscribe, check it on, share. These are, that's what's costing me so much money, Wes, is making these top of the line graphics. Hey, the guy shut off his engine. Did you guys notice it got a little bit quieter? Anyhow, I'm hearing a hissing. What's that hissing noise? Do you guys hear the hissing noise? Is it just my iPad? Do you hear it, Wes? I was wondering if it's the brake. It might be. Is this I don't know, but that's weird. I don't know. Maybe. You like those signs, huh? Way too much food. I don't do that, Ma. We don't have Waffle House in Rockford. Well, yeah, this isn't Waffle House, but yeah, it was way too much. You're right. I could have just. I mean, it was good. It was good food, and people like hearty portions. They like when restaurants give you big portions, but it just, I don't know. I should have just had a bowl of oatmeal or something. But anyhow, yeah, I'm hearing a hissing. I don't remember hearing that before. It might be the brake line. I don't know. It's always something. Anyhow, so Ken no share, but these are absolutely close. Cherry blossoms and cherries. Huh. Okay. I hear a high end, but it could just be my wireless. Oh, okay. Well, I can hear something. Let me see if I turn this volume down. I still hear it. I think it's something in the truck. I think. I don't know. Mystery. It's a mystery. It's going to remain a mystery. So anyhow, we did a 6-hour marathon yesterday. A new Trucker John record where I did a live stream for over 6 hours. That was amazing. No, it's not tinnitus. It's outside. It's not in my. It's not in my ears. It's something up in here. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And I'm a little deaf. Italian pitches. I put headphones on, and I can hear it. Yeah, you hear that? And I don't think it was ever. I don't think it's ever done that before. Just a new little thing I have now to worry about. Ken says with the volume all the way up, I hear hissing, so I have to wonder if it's my speakers or have some powered speakers on in the cab. I have my Bose speaker on. That's where I play my intro through the Bose speaker. But it's not coming from over there. It seems to be coming from over here somewhere. I think it's these knobs. I have these brake release knobs, but I don't know. Might be related to that. I don't know. Oh well. We'll figure it out later. Hey, Ginny Shannon. Good morning, good afternoon. I guess good afternoon to you. I'm still in the morning here, 10 something, 10:25. West says my whole house make a slight static noise when there is no sound coming out of it. The house, yeah, houses do that. They breathe and they creak. I forget to turn it off, especially in the kitchen. Oh, what do you turn off? The speaker thing or something? Yeah. Well, you're 2 hours ahead, Wes, but Jeannie's 3 hours, I think. I believe Jeannie and Jolie are both in the Eastern time zones. So 11, 12, 1:25 over there. You guys already had lunch and everything. 125. My volume is low. Can you hear me? Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is my volume low? Everybody adjust your own volume. I think I've got it as high as I can get it. Oh, wait, I keep this one low because otherwise we'll have a big echo or a delay or whatever. So well, anyhow, I hope I'll try to talk loud. I just shut the engine off in my truck because I felt like I was shouting. Maybe I'll just keep shouting. I'll just shout. So anyhow, yeah, I'm here in Pioneer Villa. Not making any money, like Wes pointed out. But tomorrow I'll get a load. So be back to my earning ways. And Ken Hall says your volume is always lower than other. Oh, really? It's lower than the other ones, huh? You are probably using an iOS-based device, which uses lower dB levels than Android or Windows. I am. I'm an iPad. I have you at 55% stereo volume, and you are plenty loud. Thank you, Wes. Well, yeah, I hope you guys can hear me and all that kind of good stuff. So it's just been cloudy and overcast. Today it's real overcast. You can see that, and it's just one of those kind of cold, cloudy days, wintry day. No snow, no rain in the forecast. But it's just cloudy and cold. It says this reminds me more of a November day, how our November days used to be. You know, it seems like everything's off a little bit these last decade or so. This is what November used to be like. And then December would be more like ice, more snowy and icy and stuff like that. So it's like we're a month behind, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me being silly. But so it's cold and cloudy. I imagine it's this way in a lot of places right now across the country. Kind of cold, cloudy type of thing. It's better since John spoke up. Okay, I'll try to keep speaking up. And so how's the weather with you guys? You guys cold, freezing out there? Right now I'm at it's 32 degrees right here in Halsey, Oregon. Supposed to get a high of 43. Overnight low will be 28 degrees, and I don't think we got any rain in the forecast. Just gonna be cloudy. Supposed to get sunny at 2 p.m. or thereabouts. I have no more events. My day is clear. Thank you, Apple Watch. Now my day is clear. Where would I be without my Apple Watch? I wouldn't know that my day is clear. Jenny Shannon says it's 37 and cloudy, so you're a little bit warmer than I am right now. Ken's Auto 70. Oh yeah, you Florida people. 70 here now. Yeah, rub it in. Just rub it in, Ken. 70 freaking degrees. Is that what the F stands for? 70 freaking degrees? No, I'm just kidding. West Webb, I need to clean the downspouts. We might have major rain tomorrow. Yeah, you don't want those downspouts to be clogged, because then you just get it backed up. You get backed up. You don't want to be backed up. So, but be careful when you get up there and clean those out, because you don't want to fall. Yeah, that feels like bragging, sincerely. Ken says it was 66 freaking fucking degrees at 10 a.m. Well, I'll tell you what, though. I don't like the Florida humidity. It's probably not humid now this time of year, but I've been there. Even in spring, it starts getting humid. I just don't like humidity. I guess because I'm a West Coaster and we don't have humidity out here. But even if I get like to Texas, around Houston, the Gulf area, it's horrible. Alabama, all that, Georgia, Florida, you guys can have the humidity. I'll stay out here, deal with the heat. West Webb says, I get floods through my back door. You get sandbags? You better sandbag that. Ken says, lowest I have measured is 20 degrees. Wow. I'm surprised it got that low. Jolie, try closing it on West Webb. Yeah, try closing your back door. Maybe you won't get flooded. And I would suggest some sandbags. Jeannie said, I have to do new roof and gutters and downspouts in the spring, taking the water away from the house too. Yeah, that's lots of stuff homeowners got to do, right? Homeowners always got to be doing something, maintaining and, you know, working stuff out so you don't get flooded. It's closed. The water comes in underneath at the floor level. Need to make your house higher. Jack your house up. Get one of those things. I saw. Have you seen those things? I remember there was a big flood, like in Texas or something, and then they started. I saw these advertising these things where I guess you fill them with. It's like a big tube. I guess you fill it with water, and this tube will go all the way around like your yard and all around your house. And I think you fill it with water, and it just makes like a big kind of wall, a big plastic rubber wall that's filled with water, and it's a big tube, and it goes all the way around your property. And it goes pretty high. I guess high enough that it'll keep your property from getting flooded, as long as it doesn't go over however tall that thing is. I think it's like 5 or 6 feet tall or something. I don't know. It's really high. I wonder if those are real, because I saw videos of it, but I wonder if it really works. So I looked, because they showed this house, right? It's like a kind of like a farmhouse or something out kind of in a farm area, and they put this big tube thing all around. I mean, it was big. It went all the way around their yard and their backyard, and all around the driveway and the front yard and everything. And then they fill it up with water, like I said, and then. So you could see all the fields and all the land all around the house was completely flooded with, like, however deep that water was, 3 or 4 feet deep or whatever. And then their property and their yard, it was completely dry, no water at all. That was kind of amazing. But I wonder if that was some sort of scam or if it really works. So anyhow, left now, it's 2,400 feet on a hill. You're on a hill and you still get flooded? Jolie says, after the turn your volume up comment, I just thought we were pointing out obvious solutions. Turn up the volume. Whisper, the water that comes in is coming off the roof. Oh, okay. So you have a bad roof. The ground around the house gets saturated in a big rain, and there is nowhere for the rain to go. Well, that's kind of what Jeannie was saying. They're going to build that thing to make the water run out, right? To take the water away from the house. So you got to build things that go out. You know, you got to make little inclines, right? Or something like that. I don't know. What do I know? The lower level is 3 feet below grade. Yeah, it's tough being in these weather areas where you get lots of rain and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that happen, and you gotta figure something out so you don't get flooded, and then you get mold and all that stuff. It's usually okay as long as I keep the downspouts clear. Okay. Here we are, back to the downspouts. Yes, larger gutter so no overflow with guards. It's just constant upkeep though, huh? All the stuff we gotta do. I think I'm gonna have to start my engine up, because it's getting cold in here again. I'll try to shout. I'll be shouty McShouty shouter. Let me know if you can hear me. I could have done the show from the motel room, I guess. Come to think of it, but I don't really like doing it in the motel, unless it's in Vegas and it's like a cool room or something. But not that these, rooms are that bad. But I don't know. It's just different. I'm just used to doing it in the truck, I guess. So here I am in the truck. I hope you guys can still hear me. Oh, wait. Okay. We'll try this. Is this better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Sing from my heart. I want to sing from my heart. I sing from my throat. From my vocal cords, wherever those are at. Are they in your throat or something? Just goes to show how much I know about anatomy. Time to zip up. Being a little chilly. Anyhow, you enjoy your voice, I can tell. No, that went away. No, you have great resonators. Your voice is mostly in your head. You're talking like singing stuff, and I don't know anything about singing stuff. I don't, because I'm not a singer. Do I eat sauerkraut? I do not really eat sauerkraut. I don't like sauerkraut. The rest of Tony and Liberal Dan too. Who's Tony? I know Liberal Dan likes to do was it Louis Armstrong impersonation? Jeannie Lux, she likes the sauerkraut. I hate sauerkraut. I'm sorry. I find it kind of gross. West Webb, Hal has taken his very strong voice for granted. Really? You think he's taking it for granted? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Tony Michaels, part of the, oh, okay, I know Tony Michaels. Does he sing? I don't remember. He abuses his voice. Who, Tony or Hal? Me too, yuck. On the sauerkraut. Ixnay on the sauerkraut for me and Jolie. We'll give ours to Jeannie. I barely even like, what's the other one besides sauerkraut? There's another one, another thing, like always a side dish I don't like either. Hal screams when he sings sometimes. Yeah, I've noticed that too. But what are you gonna do? You know, you try to tell the guy, hey, you're gonna thrash your voice, but you don't want to listen. Kimchi? No, I don't know. Maybe it's just sauerkraut I'm thinking of. I don't know. Like, there's sauerkraut, and then there's what's the other one? And he has to resonate in his chest and throat. I think it makes him feel more manly. Manly man, he's a manly man. Won't you be a manly man? Manly man, more manly man. I'm a manly man. I don't know. When you say manly man, it just makes me think of that. I don't know if it was it Monty Python or something? Did they have like a manly man? I think they have some sort of song like that. I bet you Kenneth Otto could dig that up for us if he's still on here. But he keeps losing his voice. Min, min, min. Oh yeah, was there a song like that too? Yeah, min, 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 min. I think it was Monty Python or somebody did something like that. I'm a Python freak. Okay, right. Yeah, man. Whatever floats your boat, man. No, I like Monty Python. I haven't listened to it in a while. But I remember back in the day that was like the go-to thing to do. You know, it's not coming up via that title. Well, Wes would know the title of it. It's good for you. I know there's so much stuff that's good for you that I hate. You know my diet. I eat fucking garlic cheesy breads and and pancakes loaded with syrup and butter. I mean, I'm horrible. I should be eating just sauerkraut. But I hate that shit. Is it sauerkraut? That was the thing you were talking about, right? I'll back her up. Just back her up. But anyhow, yeah, it was sauerkraut you were talking about, right? And I don't like it. I'm sorry. I know it's good for you. There's lots of stuff that's good for you. So is like apparently like Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts. You know. Well, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is a little round green things, right? Now, if you soak those in butter, yeah. But you probably just have taken all the nutritional value out of it by soaking it in butter. Just about anything, broccoli. People, you steam that and then you put like a cube of butter on it and melt it in there and load it with salt and pepper. I'll eat broccoli all day long. I probably ruined any nutritional value I would have gotten out of it with all the butter I put on it. But you know, what can I say? Add a little sugar and just like for the sauerkraut, you put sugar in it. Sugar, I think you were thinking of a 2.5 Men theme song, man, manly. I don't know. I never really watched that show, to tell the truth. But I probably have watched it enough that song is in my head somewhere. What's Web? Aldi's makes it, G. Shannon. Yeah. Monty Python, we used to watch it. And then sauerkraut in a glass jar. I think that was one of the things. Remember yesterday I was talking about stuff that got left on the truck? I think, and I said it was a case of like mushrooms or something. I think it might have been a case of sauerkraut. And I gave that there was another driver that loved sauerkraut. I think that's what it was. And I'm like, here you go. It's all yours. And so they scored big time because it was like a big giant case and it was in glass jars and probably like a 24 case thing of sauerkraut. They scored big on that. If you're a big sauerkraut person, they're just eating sauerkraut like crazy. You know, till they. Could you imagine eating 24 jars of sauerkraut? But I think they said something like they make recipes. They have recipes and they use it and stuff. So I was like, all right, here you go. Merry Christmas. No, and this is like a few years ago. I don't even remember what day. It wasn't Christmas time. Ken Otto says, I'm more like Alan Harper than Charlie Harper. I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. I don't know the Harpers. I keep a jar in the refrigerator. Don't use that much of this. Yes, sauerkraut. Sorry, I can't do it. I'll do the Brussels sprouts drowned in butter, and I'll do broccoli drowned in butter. Sauerkraut, ixnay, no, because I can't even imagine butter helping that. You know, I think butter is actually. I've heard of people putting butter in their coffee. That sounds kind of gross, but butter is sort of does help flavor a lot of food, like even peas. I'm not a big pea fan, but you put some butter and salt and pepper on it, and I'll eat some peas. Let's see. Ken says the characters on Tune That Bin. Alan is a nice guy. Literally, Charlie is a bad boy. So, yeah, I've watched a few. Over those years, I've watched maybe. Well, this guy got really close. Maybe 4 episodes. I don't know, but so I forget the names of them. And it was funny. It's just one of those things that I just didn't really get into. What's Web says Hal put ghee in high coffee, no salt. What is ghee high? What is ghee high? Fat makes everything better. That's why I'm better, because I'm full of fat. Judy says, you eat 2 tablespoons before you eat meat. Meat is slow to metabolize normally. Sauerkraut helps that, but you have to eat all your meat first. Huh. Well, I just learned something new there. No to Brussels sprouts as well. Yeah, I'm not really big on it, but I think I have had it where they were steamed or something, and then, you know, you just bury them in butter, and then you put salt and pepper on them, and they were, actually, I think I've had them where I actually think I kind of liked them, but it wasn't like I was like, I want more, you know. I mean, it was like, hey, been there, done that. I'm not, you know, craving Brussels sprouts. So Wes says Alan is not that nice. He's kind of a smarmy moocher. Is Alan the one that was what's his face? Ghee. Wes with yak butter in his coffee. Yak butter. Now we're just going all over the place, man. I just get butter out of the store. It says butter. Jeannie, if it's a grass-fed butter, it's very good in coffee. Wow, you guys with the coffee and the butter. West Webb, I like fresh Brussels sprouts, never frozen, steamed with butter or cheese. Yeah, see, you can't eat them plain, can you? If you got to put cheese and butter on it, then that tells you something right there, right? That's a big, you know, tell right there that this is a crappy food by itself. Like I can eat a good carrot. I don't need to put butter on a carrot if it's a good sweet carrot. I don't need to put nothing on it. John Cryer, yeah, that's the guy. And then, Jolie, my mom used to make me sit at the table until I ate all my Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh. I swore then never to eat them as an adult. Mission accomplished, yeah. Don't you hate that? Like, my mom would do that kind of shit too, like, because I was a pretty good eater. I would eat almost everything, but I hated peas. I hated peas. Especially those frozen peas. Like, I've had some good peas that were fresh off the farm. And as I got older, I guess you can't change. When I was a kid, she would get these peas, they were like, you know, those frozen ones you get in the plastic bag, and then she would cook them or whatever. And she didn't cook peas every night. But every now and then, it seems like once a week, at least, maybe once or twice a week, she would their peas would be the side dish, would be the vegetable. Because she would always put, you know, we'd have usually either it's like steak or pork chops or hamburger or, you know, some kind of meat. And then there'd be a potato of some sort, either mashed potatoes or sometimes a baked potato or scallop potatoes, which were delicious that she would make, or whatever. And then a vegetable. And sometimes it's mixed vegetables, and I hate the mixed vegetables because it had peas in it. So I would always, you know, separate all the peas out of it. And then sometimes it would just be just peas. And she knew I hated the peas. She knew this. Why would she do this to me? And she would say, you can't leave the table until you eat the peas. So I would sit there at the table literally like an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And then finally she would compromise and say, okay, you eat just like 3 bites of your peas or whatever, you know. So I would force down like a spoonful of peas. And it was so gross. I felt like barfing. I hate it. It just makes me feel sick right now even thinking about it. I guess she thought it was, I had to have them to be healthy. Okay, well fine, I'll eat the corn and the carrots, and I'll even eat broccoli. I would eat broccoli. I wouldn't do that with the broccoli, and you know, and she didn't have to drown it in butter. I would just put salt and pepper on it. I would eat broccoli. I had no really problem with broccoli. In fact, I actually kind of like broccoli. I'd even eat cauliflower, whatever. But peas were just gross and disgusting. And she would always, like once a week, make peas, and we would always have that conflict, all the way till, well, once I started getting into, like, 8th or 9th grade, it was like, she, it was like, I'm not fighting with you now. But anyhow, Jeannie says Brussels sprouts that are cut in half, a little olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper, and put them in the oven to 400, 425 in the oven. You can roast them. Yeah, that probably sounds kind of good. I think that'd be good. Whisper, I'm like Charlie on the show, not like Charlie the actor. No tiger blood, no AIDS. John Cryer is also Lex Luthor in the modern Arrowverse shows. Yeah, and that's another show I haven't really gotten into. I only have so much time, and there's only so many things I can watch. I just started, I've been watching Umbrella Academy on Netflix, and I'm just now in like the season 3. I guess that's the latest season. I'm just now on season 3, episode 4 of that. Just not that anyone asked what I'm watching, but that's what I'm watching. Jolie says no peas too. Some nights I sit at the table for hours and the food stand up. Yeah. And finally it was like, okay, just eat like, give me two spoonfuls, and I'd be like, because I was tired of sitting there, and I would do that, but oh, I hated the peas. God, why did she do that? I also hated onions. Like I would eat onion rings all day long, but for whatever. But I would hate. She would make meatloaf, right? And my mom was a great cook. She would make meatloaf, but she would put she would dice these little onions in there, and I just hate little diced onions. It just is gross. It's still gross to me. Like, I really, like sometimes, like a grilled onion, like you can grill onions, right, and they're good, and stuff like that, and sauteed onions or whatever, but these little, like even like if you go to McDonald's and they have the slivered onions, I always say no onions. I hate that kind of an onion. I hate it. And my mom would always make meatloaf, and she would always put the onions in it, and I was just like, why can't? Because every now and then she would make a meatloaf with no onions. Every now and then, but 90% of the time she would make it with onions, and I was like, why are you putting onions in here? I hate onions. And she's just like, oh, she just thought I was being silly. She's like, oh, just eat the onions, or just eat it. It's good. And so I would pick the onions out of the meatloaf. There'd be a little pile of onions in the side of my plate. At least she didn't make me eat the onions, right? Jolie says, I love Umbrella Academy. The newest season is the best one yet. Yeah, I'm only in like episode 4, I think. So don't spoil it for me. Oh no, you have onions in the meatloaf. Yeah, I hated it. Jolie, I watched all of those kids, but I'm a couple of seasons behind. And rehydrated onions. I don't know. They were just. My mom would make shit from scratch. She would chop and dice the onions, man. I love onions, but lately they don't love me. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess as I've gotten older, I'm more and more tolerant of onions, because I hated like getting like an enchilada or something that had onions in it. Because like even like the pico de gallo has onions in it. I can live with that. That's okay, but I would prefer not. So like when I get street tacos, the street tacos, they always like to put onions on them, and I always order mine with no onions. And they must think, oh, this gringo, what a fucking lightweight gringo, he can't even eat onions. But I'm just like, I'll take a little cilantro on there. And I always ask, do you guys put cheese on it? A lot of them say no. I'm like, how can you have a taco without cheese, So a lot of places, though, they'll put it on there if you ask them. But a lot of them, they don't even have cheese, like cheddar cheese. I like cheddar cheese on my taco. Or even whatever other cheese they have. They don't always have cheddar. And these Mexican, the trailers and the taco trucks, or even like a little taqueria restaurant place. I like a carne asada street taco with some cilantro and with cheese. And then let me put I'll put mild hot sauce on it. That's all I need. And that's usually delicious. You get a good carne asada taco with some cheese on it and cilantro. You don't need onions. You don't need the onions. So anyhow, Jolie says she loves onions. Well, it's one of the things we don't have in common. Wes says, I know you do. G says, my dad told me before he passed away that he saw me eat her spinach. He said he never forgot that, and I shouldn't eat it. Spinach, that's another one. Never been a fan of spinach. Now they have, see, the spinach that we had as a kid, it was that weird, limp, kind of dark looking stuff. That was gross. Now though, you go to like Subway and it looks like lettuce, right? Because you can get spinach on your sandwich, and I've done that, and that's okay because it's more lettucey. So I'll eat that on my sandwich. The kind of looks like, it's just green and it kind of looks like a leaf, right? I'll eat that, but the kind my mom used to make, it was disgusting. That's another thing. You got to bring back all these disgusting memories of my mom making me eat peas and onions and my meatloaf and spinach. And then she would try to do the, make you strong like Popeye. I wasn't buying it then. I'm not buying it now. So that kind of spinach, that whatever that was, that gloppy, gloopy stuff, that was gross. But I guess there's spinach leaves that you get like a Subway sandwich. I didn't even know that existed until like a couple years ago. And you can get that on your sandwich, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. Oh, I skipped something? Let's see. Oh, I must have skipped Jeannie. Oh, okay, yeah. My sister and I did a spinach standoff. We sat there so long we knew we were going to lose our outdoor playing time, so I ate my spinach. And hers too. Oh, wow. That's funny. Oh, now I get it. And he was on to you. Your dad was eating to it. Wes says, I buy baby spinach in a plastic box. I buy baby spinach in a plastic box. I don't know. It sounded musical to me. I buy baby spinach in a plastic box. But of course, you can't put baby in a corner. I can eat the whole thing, a little ranch dressing. Steamed, not cooked, especially not overcooked. We've got some real veggie eaters here in this crowd. John, read those 2 comments about spinach. I think I did. It's very sweet. How do you control so that everything gets finished perfectly at the same time? Then it says Mexico tacos, except cheese tacos, are not served with cheese. Cheese and tacos is more of an American thing. Well, funny thing, I'm an American. And I'm buying these tacos in America. So please put some fucking cheese on my goddamn tacos. Thank you very much. Did that come across? Hey, King Streets, hello. Be right back in listen mode. All right, King Streets, glad to see you here. We're talking about food, mainly vegetables that I find disgusting, but a lot of people in the chat apparently love them. I hate them. They love them. That's what's beautiful about America. You can love something, and I can hate something, and can still all coexist. But anyhow, yeah, that's why I get the stink eye from the guys in the taco truck when I ask if they could put cheese on my taco. And there are some that'll just say no. They're like hardcore traditionalists. Mexican taco, no, I'm not putting any cheese on your taco. All right. Give them to me anyway. They're still pretty delicious, even without the cheese. But then some do, they'll put the cheese on, but I can just see in their mind, they're like, this gringo, fucking gringo, putting cheese on the taco. But hey, whatever. As long as you don't spit in my food, I don't care. Like, I just kind of spit on you guys. Yeah. Let's see, did I skip anything? Kiki Streets is in the house. West Webb, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I keep singing Wes's post. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Because I keep thinking of Monty Python and I keep thinking these are songs of Monty Python. I'm pretty sure they had a lumberjack song. Joey says, yeah, we put cheese on everything. Cheese and bacon. West Webb, Mom's overcooked vegetables because it is easy to just leave them on the stove. If you say so. My mom was an excellent cook. She could have been a chef. Kiddo, I'm not a lumberjack, and I'm KO. I'm not a lumberjack, and I'm KO. What's KO? And I don't know what KO means. Knockout? You're a knockout. He's a knockout. Jeannie, now I'm allergic to spinach. You're allergic to spinach? Really? Because you ate so much. You ate all your sister's spinach, and it made you allergic. How do you get allergic? Does it make you, like, feel sick or something? They say that I am allergic to tomatoes. The doctor said I was allergic to tomatoes. And I do notice if I handle tomatoes, I do start to break out in little rashes. But like I could eat a tomato on a hamburger, or I could eat a tomato in food, and it doesn't affect me. But it seems like if I handle, like if I'm, slicing tomatoes, because I've worked certain jobs in my youth as in a restaurant, and I would get I'd break out in a little rash. I think that was from the tomato allergy. But it didn't make me feel like ill or anything like that. Let's see. Also says yes, Monty Python. More Monty Python. Keep them coming. West Webb, like the people who think that the chili is just warmed up salsa, no beans, no meat. No, chili is meat. There's no beans in chili, unless you get the kind that says with beans. But it's like meat and sauce. But it's not salsa. It's just like a meat. It's like a little, thing. If your mom was that good of a cook, you would love vegetables, John. I love vegetables. I just don't love all vegetables. And I challenge you to find anybody in the world that would ever say my mom was not a great cook. Oh, duh, your initials. I am glad I am not the only one thrown by excessive abbreviations. But now it's like so obvious. I should have known. KO. I'm going to start calling you KO now. Jolie, my favorite vegetable is devil's lettuce. I know what that is. He's talking about marijuana. And she says, I did blood testing, I swell and get a rash. See, there's the rash thing. It's hard on your gut too. Wow. Well, just be careful with the spinach. I probably would stay away from it. KO says, I see what you did there, Jolie. West Webb, you were singing about my spinach to the tune of Lumberjack. Yeah, it's on, the thing's on my head. Jolie, I'm not the greatest cook except my chili. I make the world's best chili. Do you put beans in it? And do you put salsa in it? Jeannie, uncooked spinach is hard on your guts. Plus, it's gross. West Web, left I just teasing, left alone. Julie, no, I answered to Kenneth, Kenny, Otto, Mr. O, and KO. Well, it's KO from now on. Because KO is like, I'm gonna knock you out. Kenneth's gonna knock you out. Kenneth's gonna knock you out. Yeah. Kenneth's gonna knock you out. Kenneth's gonna knock you out. The sun is out. Guns out. Sun's out. Guns out. I don't know. Jeannie Shannon, my gut is already ruined. That sucks. Be careful then with the chili. West Web, I was WW or W. Will you W? Hey W. Yes, beans, no salsa. Who put salsa in chili? Apparently, Wes was saying some people do that. I'm just going by what Wes was saying. Wes, chili sauce and salsa have similar ingredients. Yes, and so does water and air. Wes, I was W before Bush. You beat him to it, and then he ruined it for you, huh? He came along, and you're like, I guess that goes that little shortening of my name. Thanks, W. Hey, I think I'm caught up with the chat. So there's that. Hey, we got 7 people in the chat. 7 thumbs up. We're 7 for 7. So the no slackers today. That's good. We got no slackers. This is a no slacker Tuesday. I'll have you know. KO says, but is your middle initial W, Wes Webb? If so, you are WWW. You know what? If it's not, it should be, Wes. I don't know what your middle name is, but it should be with a W. Wes says, by Bush days, nobody was calling me W anymore. My best friend thought it was a dumb name. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I really do hope your middle name starts with a W. Either that or an E, and then it would be like Webb, you know. You know, parents should really think those things through. Believe it or not, Ken, it is Alan. Wab. It'd be. Oh wait, what did I say? Webb. Oh, if I said E, it'd be Woo. What am I thinking? So it should be O, and then your middle name should be O, and then it'd be Wow. So you should change your middle name to Oscar or something like that. So is Junior. People who, this is KO. People who name their child Junior are asking their junior to be a criminal. Ogden. Oliver. All the other choices you could besides Oscar. Yeah, I guess Oscar, you know, doesn't have to be Oscar. Oliver, Ollie, Oliver. Yeah. Orson, like Orson Welles. Whatever. But you're not going to change your name. Why would you change your name? I'm being silly. I'm just being silly. Believe it or not, it is Alan. It is I, Alan. Alan! My mom thought about naming me Webster after the dictionary. And then that show came along, TV show, ruined everything. Okay, I see. I think it's getting warm enough in here. I can shut that down a little bit, so I'm not getting so shouty shouter. But I probably should keep shouting just in case. Hey, we got 8 in. Oh no, no, 6. Oh, it was 6. We lost one. We lost one. Oh no, we've lost one. Names that start with O for $200, says Julie. Okay. We do both genders. There's Olivia. then that's all I got. Colorado, I have a friend named Logan. He literally was born at Logan International Airport. His parents were always traveling. So let's name him after this beautiful airport. Let's name our son Logan. When I first started teaching, the kids and even some of the teachers called me Spidey. Were you climbing the walls like Spider-Man? Or did you just look like Peter Parker? They're like, hey, are you Spider-Man? And you had a girlfriend named, what's her face? Because my last name is Webb. Oh yeah, see, God, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'm so slow on the uptake here. Webb, Spider Web. Duh. Gosh, God, John. God, you're so stupid. Yeah. God. God, I hate you right now. God, I hate you so much right now, John. Oh, God. She's a cute web. Oh, that took me a second. See? This is not the only one. That'd be funny if you did start climbing the walls, though. You should have wore a Spider-Man outfit to school, like, for Halloween. Maybe you did. I'm just... Did you? Well, so early 80s, Spider-Man was a Saturday morning cartoon. Yes, it was. I used to watch it in the 60s. Spider-Man cartoon. Spider-Man was my favorite, by far, over Batman, Superman, whatever, anything. Spider-Man was my favorite. It was Spider-Man and Thor were my two favorites, and the Hulk. For some reason. I didn't even really like Batman or Superman. Or any of those. I kept it simple. Kept it down to 3. Spider-Man, Thor, and Hulk. And, so, what's my, you're younger than I am, John. Yeah. What's that got to do with me watching cartoons in the 60s? Because you watched them in the 50s, I guess. West Webb, that was a very good cartoon. Batman and the Hulk, yes. I do like Batman now. As far as like all these, movies coming out. I think in the movies, Batman is like my favorite. But growing up reading comic books and watching those cartoons and stuff, but mainly based on the comic books, Spider-Man was my favorite. And Thor and the Hulk, in that order. But then when they started making all these movies and stuff, like Spider-Man was kind of the first one that really started coming out in this sort of era of this, what I would call the CGI era, when they were able to start making. Even though if we look at the early Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire ones, we'll probably go, "Oh, that's CGI. It looks fucking horrible." But still, I mean, that was like the best at the time. And any Spider-Man movie, if there was one made in the 70s or 80s, would be ridiculous. I think, it would look horrible. They couldn't even really pull it off. This in early 2000s, that was the first time the technology was you could actually pull off something like that and do these characters, justice, So I was really glad when the Spider-Man came out, and I was like kind of the first one, not including Batman, of course, with like the Tim Burton Batmans. Those were before that, but really the sort of onslaught of all the Marvel and then more the DC characters. It was really kind of started with that Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire one, and then the other Batmans that have come out. I think still I like Spider-Man and Batman probably the best, even more than Iron Man or any of those. Am I buffering? Jolie the Hulk. Genie like Looney Tunes. I watch different Saturday morning shows. Well, I mean, I watched probably. I mean, as far as cartoons, I mean, I've watched just about every cartoon there was probably, but Spider-Man was my favorite. But I loved like Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner and all that kind of stuff. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Jolly KO says, "Am I the only one who is buffering?" I don't know. I don't know. Jeannie, Archie, and Veronica comic books. Yeah, I had some of those. I used to read some of those. I think you might be the only one, KO. Kiki Streets is back. We're talking comic books and comic heroes, comic characters. Kiki Streets. I like all veggies, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I figured you would. Kilo, Warner Brother, Kinky Streets, or I don't know. I just said Warner Brother for WB. I don't know. I didn't. Who knows? King Streets. Thanks, Jolie and Ken. West Webb. Archie's are popular cartoons around the time that I wasn't watching them, but I liked Sugar. Oh yeah, and of course, do you guys remember what cereal was it? But you could cut out. They had a little 45 RPM record, right, of Sugar, and I had that, and I think a lot of people had that, and I used to play that. Probably have it somewhere in a box somewhere still, I bet. I love that song. So I think Ken, you might be the only one buffering. West Webb, I have a couple of time, Ken, for a second or two at a time of buffering, I guess. It was buffering just a second. Fine now. She says yes. King Shay says it's fun to eat asparagus and pee at public urinal, laughing out, especially at Hobby Lobby or Chick-fil-A. Does asparagus really make your pee stink or something? I've eaten so little asparagus that I don't know. Really bad. Wow, just another reason for me not to eat asparagus. But anyhow, I mean, I've had some, that's another thing. I've had that where someone's made it, and you just drown it in butter, and it makes it bearable. Jolie says gross. And for some reason, Kinky Street says, for some reason, asparagus makes pee stink. Okay. Alrighty, I'll take your word for it. I'll just eat my curds and whey, which I don't eat because I'm not even sure what that is. Is that like cottage cheese or something? I don't know. For some reason, asparagus. Oh, I read that. Can you squeeze some lemon on asparagus and Parmesan cheese too? Yeah, apparently you got to doctor that shit up because you can't just eat asparagus by itself. Just proves to me what a horrible plant it is. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm just, just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people can't like it. Whisper laughing out loud, Kinky Streets. I have a small bathroom in my kitchen. If I use it with the door closed and the fan off, I surprise myself of how bad pee smells sometimes. Ew. Okay, could we not talk about pee, please? Could we just get off of the pee subjects? Whisper, raw blonde asparagus, God's candy. I don't think I've had raw blonde asparagus. King says, why is YouTube broken for months now? If I put a happy face, it deletes all words. Huh. I don't know. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. It's a mystery. What's 11? Sometimes, okay, all right. So now we're still on the P. I'm not reading any more of the P comments. You can comment all you want, but I'm not going to read them. I'm done reading about the P. All right, it smells. Okay, you eat some things, it smells. Makes it smell. All right. E. I'm just not into pea, I guess. But anyhow, Janine Chan says asparagus are also good in the oven, John. In the spring, you can find wild asparagus along the interstate exits and back roads. Wow. Wild asparagus, wow. Right off the highway, huh? Okay. Alrighty then. Pea, 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 pea. There's got to be a Monty Python song about pea, right? You know. Probably one that specifically talks about asparagus. Come on, Ken, look it up. Anyhow, it's hard to keep fresh. Oh yeah, they wrap it in a rubber band and sit in water. That might be good for the. Yeah, I've seen that. Yes, you will see people looking for them. I wonder if I would even know if I saw it. If I saw it on the side of the road or not. I don't know. King Streets, my friend used to eat a pound before going to the bar and drink, and he would not flush. Oh, come on! Why did I read that? Westweb, if they let it dry out, you can get it back to being God's candy. Oh. The things people do. I've never in my life thought, how can I make my piss smell even worse? I'm like, I don't even want to pee. I'm like, I wish they could invent a way where you don't have to pee or poo. You just, somehow. Wouldn't life be great if you didn't have to do if you could eliminate those two things and still be healthy and it's still, this is hypothetical. This is called a hypothetical, okay? Don't bog me down with science. But if there were just some way, if you could eliminate those two things and everything still all worked normally and everything else, that'd be awesome, right? That would be totally awesome. So I don't sit around thinking about how I could make my pee stink more. Anyhow, believe it or not, I've never eaten asparagus. This is Jolie. This is Jolie speaking, though. Believe it or not, I've never eaten asparagus. It looks like a long, skinny Brussels sprout. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, no. 11 Kiki Streets, I doubt I would take it like your friend. And so that we're doing that there. I love veggies. I love me some veggies. Kiki Streets, put some cheddar cheese on broccoli. Now, that's true. Well, to be fair, okay, or to be honest, I could eat broccoli plain. I mean, I like it steamed. And I put a little salt on it. But of course, if you put cheddar cheese on it, but I can eat broccoli plain. I don't, as long as it's hot. Here's the thing about broccoli, or I don't know. I used to get at Denny's. Okay, because I'm a truck driver. I'm on the road, so don't judge me about eating at Denny's. And Denny's, I have no problem with Denny's, and I eat there quite a bit. So for like a dinner type of meal, for a side, I used to get, or a few times, I would get broccoli. And everything would be hot, like you get like a steak or whatever your main dish is, and the mashed potatoes and gravy or whatever, that'd be nice and hot. And then the broccoli, you could see it was steaming, because I don't know if they just microwave it or what they're doing, but because it was hot. But then you would bite into it, and sometimes it was still actually frozen in the middle. So I guess it's frozen broccoli, for one thing. And I would keep telling them, hey, I would say, hey, to the waitress, this is like frozen in the middle, this broccoli. You got to take this back. I'm not eating it. And then they would bring it back, and it would still be cold in the middle. And they could never get it right, So now I just learned my lesson. I don't order broccoli at Denny's. I just get either they have like the rice. Is it right? They have a certain kind of rice, or they have other veggies. I just get the other veggies. Because they don't, for some reason, my experience, and this has happened at several different restaurants, not just one restaurant, one location, they can't get the goddamn broccoli hot all the way through the middle. And I'm thinking, because I don't think they just microwave it. I think they boil it or whatever. And I will, whenever I've made it at home, when I used to cook, I don't, for the last 10, 12 years, I've almost never cook at home because I'm on the road all the time. But when I used to be, when I was more of a normal, regular person with a normal job and normal hours, I used to cook at home and do my own cooking and stuff. And I always steamed my broccoli, and it would cook it perfectly fine. But for some reason, these Denny's cooks and maybe other cooks in restaurants, they don't know how to get the broccoli cooked all the way through and warmed all the way through. But anyhow, I like broccoli, but yeah, you put the more stuff you put on it, you know, drown it in butter and salt, and it's delicious. But I could eat it plain too, and even I guess uncooked, like in salads and stuff. So I missed a lot of stuff while I was gabbing. West Webb says our choir tour 1 year. So I'm not reading that. It's more P. I'm not reading any more P. It's disgusting. Yeah, and it's disgusting to read it. Nothing like French onion soup. Are we gonna talk about? Okay, I like French onion soup. Yeah, melted mustard. That's good. Kiki cheese. I'm not into salt or sugar anymore. Yeah, I know that's bad for you, but still. West Webb, Kiki sheets. I love that too, but I think it might be Swiss or mozzarella. Jolie says I love broccoli cooked or raw. Yeah, I can eat the raw. I think because my mom called them trees when I was little. Eat your trees. That's funny. West Webb, in a restaurant, it sits around too long to be. Oh, there you go with the sitting around too long. King Streets, West Webb, try Munster cheese. It's better than those. Or provolone. West Webb, I don't make it at home. King Streets. King Streets, loaded potato. And West Webb, I do love provolone cheese though. And Munster. So I guess I'm caught up. I like a little French vanilla soup. Not French vanilla. What's it called? Whatever that soup is. Yeah, and I just get it at restaurants. I don't make my own. Although I think I did make some at home one time where you could buy it like at, was it like Trader Joe's had some you could take home and make it. But for the most part, I just get mine at restaurants. I'll have it every now and then. It's not like I eat that every time I go out, but it's one of those like once a year kind of things, you know, that I get. So anyhow, KO says I chopped and cooked fresh broccoli last night. Well, there you go. King Streets, if any of you visit me, make sure you have a passport or enhanced license. We are going to Canada. Laughing out loud. Best food around Montreal. Well, I have a pound of hamburger thawed. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. Well, why don't you eat it? Make yourself a meatloaf, but don't put any onions in it. A pound of hamburger. Guess that'd be enough for a meatloaf, maybe. King Streets. Actually, I don't know what states have enhanced license besides New York that puts passport data on your driver's license. I have in my California license that I don't have anymore, but it was that, and then Nevada's the same thing. They have that, you know, what do they call it? They do have a name for it. I don't know if it has passport information, but I think it has a chip in it. Yeah, it's got the star on it and stuff. But I remember we had to switch over a few years ago when I was still in California. Whatever year that was, 2017 or 18. I had to get this new license. I know it makes it so you, for domestic flights and stuff, it was supposed to be better ID for that. But I don't know about having passport information. And then so in 2019 I got my Nevada license. I'm just seeing if it just has like the seal. And it does say USA and has a star on it. I don't know. I forget what they called it. They had a name for that new system. Star license is different, not the same as enhanced license. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's what I got. Florida, the star on the license, verified ID is what we call it. Yeah, I guess that's. I think that's supposed to be a nationwide thing. The star one. I have a little passport in my wallet. See, I had a passport a long time ago, and that expired like 10 years ago, and I was gonna renew it, and I just never did. I'd like to get another one though, just in case I want to go somewhere. Good for Mexico and Canada. Now we get Illinois Star. Jolie, I had my dog with me, and the guy didn't want to let me through because my dog had her rabies tag on, but I didn't have paperwork. I said, yeah, I'm here to infect Canada with rabies. He called me a smart ass and let me in. Well, at least he let you in. So that's pretty cool, though, to have that enhanced license. I think I'm gonna get my passport and then see. Well, I don't know if they do it in Nevada or not. Probably not. King Street says verified license is not the same as New York license. I have Canada USA Nexus Pass, $55 for 5 years. That's pretty good deal. I would say that's a pretty good deal. Yeah. West Web, now I'm thinking hash with potatoes and onions. What kind of hash? Kiki Street's Nexus Pass is the speed lane at major border crossings, special lane. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't gone out of the country. I mean, the only time I've ever gone out of the country in my whole life is just to like Baja, California, which is part of Mexico, I've never been to Canada. I've never been to Europe or Asia or Africa or anything. Just Baja, and that I'm trying to think. I think the last time was in 1989. And I don't know if I told you the story, but where I got basically kidnapped by these guys that said they were cops. I'm not even sure if they were cops. And I got out of there, and I haven't been back since. No, thank you. So what's with my hamburger? I need energy cleaning up. Oh yeah, you got to clean gutters. Keep checking. Nexus Pass means USA, FBI, Canada, RCMP did full background check on me. Cannot have been charged with any felonies, misdemeanors. Yeah. Whistle, I was in Mexico last Christmas time for nephew's wedding. They will be married a year this month. Wow. Time flies. It's been a year already. Yeah, I don't. After getting kidnapped, you don't feel like going back to the place. At gunpoint. So I decided just to stay out of there. No sense in chancing it. They might remember me. It's been, how many years is that? 99, 2009, 33 years ago. Wow. 33 years, wow. Jeannie Lucena says sad. Sad. So sad. But, anyhow. Eating meatball sandwich today. Sauce and mozzarella. Is it like a homemade meatball sandwich? Or is it at Subway? Because that's where I get mine at Subway. Again, I'm a truck driver. And on the road 99.9% of the time. Yep, all homemade. So here's a car hauler over here. Let's see, he's got, looks like kind of cool cars. Let's see, there's like an old kind of panel type of vehicle. And then there's a, what's in front of that? Like a Buick or something? I'm not sure what that is. That kind of like panel van looks pretty cool. What is that, like from the 40s? The last car, maybe, because sometimes they haul wrecked cars too. It's got some sort of a pad on the back. I don't know. It's got I don't know what that is. It's got kind of nice rims on it there. Yeah, I kind of like these two in the middle here. That sedan. I'm not sure what that is. And then the panel. I like that panel truck van thing. I like the red one. That one? Is that an MR2 on the bottom? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. The red one, if that's a convertible, I don't think it is. I think it's a hardtop. It's just a two-tone. It's way over there. So the clouds are breaking up a little big. There's a little bit of blue sky there. Oh yeah, hauling cars for the snowbirds. I know, like, Quartzsite, Arizona is a big place for snowbirds. And they used to have an actual, a really cool car lot there that had a lot of old cars. And then during COVID, I think they went out of business, and I don't think they're coming back. Because every time I drive by there, excuse me, the lot is just closed. I'm getting some sunshine back there. I'm getting some glare over here. Ooh, it's like the heavens are coming through. Maybe I'll just shut this. Oh, more stuff I gotta fix. I think the screw must have come out of this track. Damn it. Gotta find a screw. All right, so what's going on, everybody? King Street says Montreal snowbirds head to Florida. West Webb, my aunt and uncle drove an RV down every year with a little car in tow. Yeah, you see a lot of those too. People towing little cars and little Jeeps or something. Might find it. Yeah, it's probably down there somewhere. Probably vibrated loose or something. It's probably down there. I'll look for it later. Good thing I got a screwdriver. I got a screwdriver. Now I just need a screw. Dang it. Dang it, man. Dang it. Dang it. Gotta take a rope and hang it. Hang over the highest tree. Wasn't that, what's that guy's name? Roger or something? Sang that song. So January 1st is on a Sunday this year. So New Year's Eve is on a Saturday. That's good. They have New Year's Eve on a Saturday night. Saturday night's alright for fighting. Dang me, dang me. Ought to find a tree and hang me. Hang from the highest tree. My grandpa used to sing that all the time. Really? Yeah, I remember that song. It was a song from the 60s, I think. What's that guy? Roger or something sang that. Roger Miller. There you go. I remember old Roger Miller. Women won't weep for me. Oh, women won't weep for me. Yeah, I remember he had trailers for rent or something like that. Do. That King of the Road, I think it was. Benny Loco, Lord, won't you weep for me? Benny Loco. See, Benny was lurking, and then we start talking music, and she just can't help herself because she loves music. Glad to see you here, Benny Loco. Oh, Lord, won't you weep for me? Yeah, what's the one that's, King of the Road. Like, King of the Road. I remember that song. I used to sing that when I was a little kid. I was a little kitty kid. Little tiny little kid. I was a little tiny trucker. And I would sing that song. And I said, Dad, someday I'm going to be a trucker. And he'd say, son, I think you will be a trucker someday. None of that was true, what I just said. Just made it up. Benny Logan says, hiya, John, Jolie, lurking and working. I'm a lurking, I'm a working. Oh, that could be a song, too. I'm a lurking, I'm a working. I'm working for you. So anyhow, glad to see you here. We're just hanging out, talking about vegetables and cars and trees and butter and cheese and all that kind of good stuff. Just hanging out in the cold truck. Yeah, King of the Road came out in '64. Yeah, I remember that. Remember that was a big song. Played throughout the 60s. West Webb, I like South Texas better, but their government is no better. I just liked you, Benny Loco. Left it on, looked again, and it was Michelle Obama. I have no idea what that's like a word salad to me. My uncle, Kikisha says, my uncle was trucker in the 1970s, 80s, and became an LA bus driver working into his 80s. Wow. West Webb, I was 7 years old and you weren't even alive. In 1964, I was alive. Jeannie Shannon, criminal activity in my barn Friday night. What? Criminal activity in your barn Friday night? What happened, Jeannie? In your barn? Did somebody steal some animals? Do tell. I want to know what happened. That's horrible. Hope everybody's all right. What happened? We're dying to know what happened in your barn. I don't. Yes, stole 2 chainsaws and a DeWalt grease gun. God dang it. I hate when people steal shit. Especially stuff like that, you know, you really need, you know. That sucks. Gonna have to put some cameras up out there in case they come back. They tried to break in the office. They couldn't get in there, huh? Dang. Where's your yard dog? You got a yard dog out there? Chase him off? Well, see, yeah, a shotgun, but you want to sit out in the barn? No, you get the cameras, and then when you see the camera, and then you see if someone's in there, then you grab your shotgun. Jeannie says, nope, doorknob was loose. But look, put electric chargers on the door handles. Okay, Home Alone. West Webb, built a machine shed where the old barn used to be. Gets broken into every so often. Can't leave anything small or valuable in there. But you'll go, I'll sit out in the barn and wait. yeah, I can see you out there with your shotgun. Just waiting and waiting. No matter how long it takes. Yeah, that's Benny Loco out there with her shotgun. I'd rather just let technology do the work for me. Well, here comes that guy with the car hauler. Oh, that one car was a Mustang with the white top. Like a 65 Mustang. Nice. I couldn't even tell before. Oh, yeah, that back car is all smashed in on the roof. But I have no problem taking out a pig thief. Left it out. She said cameras are going up. But he'll go, I want the red truck on the car hauler. Yeah, I like that red panel van thingy. That was nice. And what's with a friend of mine's dad owned an abandoned gas station, kept getting broke into. He sat on the roof with a shotgun and yelled at anybody who came close. See, I wouldn't even give a fuck if I had an abandoned gas station and there's nothing. Was there anything in it? I mean, who gives a fuck? But he'll go, I had a '66 Mustang, had to sell it. Yeah, that one there, I'm not sure if that was a 65 or a 66. It looked like a 65 maybe. I mean, there's certain things that you just gotta say, okay, we got insurance will cover it. I've had my house broken into as being a truck driver, and since I've been single basically since about 2004, and I've lived alone, or you know, and been out on the road. I've had 4 break-ins where just a lot of really valuable, like sentimental, valuable type stuff got stolen. It really pissed me off. 4 times. That's why now I don't even. I just got everything in storage, and I just live in hotels now. I don't have to worry about it. I had a 66, had to sell it. West Webb, he developed it into a pizza parlor. Oh, okay, well, he made something out of it. Okay. Below 289 factory was a badass little car. Yeah, I like those 289s. I had a 289. I had a Mustang too. West Webb, they would break windows to get in. Benny Loco, board up is cheaper than replacing glass. Ginny, insurance claims on a farm are no good. They raise your insurance. That's true. That's true. That happens with almost any insurance. So I get your point. Benny Loco, I have been robbed twice in my life. There won't be a third time. West Webb, my bro-in-law had a Mustang. Cost him a fortune to soup up. Lost money when he sold, but he loved that little car. And Kikushi says, been robbed too, John. So we've a lot of robbing going on here. We're all victims. My dad, well, my mom and dad, they bought this. It was must have been about 1970, I think. So they bought this 65 Mustang. So at the time, it was only 5 years old. It was a white 65 Mustang convertible with blue interior. And it was a bitchin' car, man. We all loved that car. And we would go cruising around in it, driving up the coast, driving all over the place. And then my dad sold it. I mean, like, my dad would always buy and sell cars. He would buy and sell cars. I wish he would have kept that car because it was almost like brand new, 5 years old at the time. I'm sure he paid. Cars were so cheap then. I don't even know what he paid for that. $1,000 or something. I don't know. And then he sold it. Probably, I think he made a little bit of money on it. I mean, or sold it. You know, at that time Mustangs weren't like they are now. Like, you know, a 65 Mustang, even just one that's in good shape and but it's not pristine, could be, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, $50,000 or whatever. I'm sure he just paid $1,500 or something for this Mustang. I'm not really sure. But he had that. It was a beautiful car. And then I remember he bought another one, and a few years later, let's see, it was because it was still in this. Now we're around 74. He bought this Mustang. It was just a hardtop. It was I think that was a 60. That might have been a 66 or something, or 67. And I remember he bought it really cheap, and then he had it for a while, and then he sold it, and I remember he thought he did a really good deal, got a good, because he sold it for like, I think $500 more than what he paid for it, and he didn't put really any work into it. And then it wasn't too much longer after that. I mean, maybe like 5 or 10 years, maybe, but it seems like it wasn't that long after that. Then I remember Mustangs, like those era 65, 66, 67, they started going up like crazily in price. And then I remember my dad going, damn it, I should have kept that Mustang, or both of those Mustangs, you know. Anyhow, you live and you learn, I guess. West Webb's still listening upstairs. Benny listens, hey Kinky. Kinky says, hey Benny Loco. Benny Loco says, make mushkahula. I don't know what that is. Jeannie Shannon says, I had a 69 RS Camaro that got passed down from me, from my sister. The car got angry and tried to kill me. Really? Benny Local, I wish I still owned all the classic cars I have owned. I would be rich. Yeah, I know. It's amazing, huh? How they've gone up so much. Kiki Street's Triumphs are the only old car brand that have not been inflated value. That I've not seen inflated values. Triumphs? Oh, those Triumphs. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Benny Local Triumphs are adorable. I like the Austin Healey bug-eyed Sprite as well. Kiki Street's TR6. Yeah, I remember the TR6 and Spitfires are cheap and easy to maintain. I think I had a friend who had a TR6 in high school. Bingo, you said it right, John. Kiki Sprites have soared. Bingo, when I was driving them around, they were considered old clunkers, laughing out loud. Yeah, and then I had a Mustang. It was actually my dad's Mustang, but he let me have it. That was in and it was like a 60. I think it was like a 66 or something. But it was cool. It was just like I think it was an inline 6-cylinder. It wasn't like a big V8 or anything. But even that 6-cylinder was a pretty good motor, and it would get decent mileage on the highway. I think I would get 30, 35 on the highway in that thing. But I remember, and this is what probably in about 1985 or so I had it, and I took it up skiing up in the mountains in California. And I remember I just had been skiing. I was out with some friends. We went out early in the morning. We did day skiing, and then we did night skiing. We were just like skiing fanatics for that kind of period in my life where we were skiing all the time. And I remember, and in those days, you just think you can just stay up all the time. You think you could just, never fall asleep or whatever. And I remember driving down the mountain. I made it down the mountain. We'd been up like almost 24 hours probably. I dropped my friends off, and then I was on my way home. I was still like 20 minutes away from my house, because they were telling me, just crash out with us, crash out. For some reason, I just wanted to go home. I was like, no, I'm going to go home. And I'm like 20 minutes from home, and I fell asleep at the wheel. And I remember I woke up. I was on Highway 18 in Apple Valley, and I remember I just veered off the side of the road, and I kind of woke up at the last second, and there was like this big, like road sign where it had two big like 4x4 posts that held the sign up. And I remember at the last second I kind of was able to, I just turned the wheel a bit, and then it was like the left front fender of that Mustang just sort of got peeled back all the way to the side door. And so I remember I just like woke up, and it was still like really really early in the morning, because we had been skiing all the previous day and through the night. By the time this happened, it was like the sun was up and everything, but it was like, I don't know, 6 in the morning or something. And oh shoot, did I lose you guys? Because this thing was off for a minute. I was telling my Mustang story. I don't know if it all went through or not. But anyhow, so I remember in those days, no cell phones, no nothing. I just walked across the street. There was a payphone. Because my car, I couldn't drive it. The whole like right side was all fucked up. And I just called a tow truck and had them tow me home. And it was like $50. Could you imagine that? I mean, I was probably like only a few miles from home. But I think it was $50, and I just paid him cash. I happened to have the cash on me, and which $50, that was a lot of money to have cash. But I mean, now I imagine that would be like, I don't know, a few $100, I guess, to get. But anyhow, the guy told me home, and that fucked up that Mustang. I felt really bad about it, because, like I said, it was actually my dad's, and even though he kind of like gave it to me, and I was like, Dad, I wrecked the Mustang, Dad. Sorry. Um. Anyhow, where were we? Benny Logo says, I also adored Fair Lady Z. Oh my god, adorable. King Street's MGs have sort of value too. MG Midget. Yikes. Got it all, I think. Benny Loco. Kenneth Otto. KO says, hi, Benny Loco. West Webb, not using my hamburger. Had some frozen Swedish meatballs. Make a meatball sandwich, and then you and Kiki Streets will be having meatball sandwiches at the same time. Kiki Street says Paul Newman raced TR6s before he raced Datsuns. Yeah, I remember Paul Newman was in the racing. I remember that movie with was it Robert Redford? Did they make a racing movie? Because I know they made Bush Cassidy and they made The Sting. I thought they did a racing movie too together. Kenneth Otto, get on that, please. Anyhow, yeah, so he was a big racer, big time racer. They said Paul Newman was such a good race car driver that if he had taken that up earlier, instead of getting into acting and stuff, and really taken it seriously, as a young man, that he would have been like a great champion race car driver. Jeannie Chan says, eat more beef. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Benny Logo, Ola at Kenaharo, West Web, trying to stay away from bread, saving my appetite for party tomorrow. You gonna party? Woo! Gonna party! West Webb's gonna party! He's working up to it. He's saving up. He's saving his carbs for later. Gonna get his party on. Kayla, what? I missed that. I was looking up the real reason for the name Datsun, not the traditional joke. I don't know. I was looking up the real reason for the name Datsun. I don't know. I just remember we used to drive Datsuns before they were Nissans. Binoco, we having a party. We're having a party. Party in the truck. We're partying all around the world. West Webb, have a party-sized bag of Cheetos. Now you're talking. You had me at bag of Cheetos. The sun is coming out. Sun's coming out. There's a Heartland Express. Did they even? I thought they went out of business. Apparently not. There it is, right there. It's got it on the truck and the trailer. I thought Heartland was out. I thought you were gone. I thought you went down the tubes. I must be thinking of some other outfit. Jenny Shannon bread is a filler food. Kinky Streets. Nissan was a global name. Datsun was used only in the USA. Really? Mini Loco, bread is so poor people can eat. Well, I must be really poor because I eat lots of bread. KO says the classic joke is a Japanese car manufacturer asked the Germans to name their car. How soon do you need the name? Tomorrow. Datsun? 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 I don't get it. Datsun? So is that like German? Like, is dot like German and then sun? Is that German? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. West Webb, I love Cheetos, but never keep them in the house. That's all I would eat. Oh, so that's your kryptonite, Wes. Cheetos is West Webb's kryptonite. It's good to know, because I might have to, make you weak. Kiki Street's Acura is only used in USA. Elsewhere, they are all Hondas. Well, I thought they tried to pass off some shit that Acura is like the luxury high-end portion of Honda, right? Kenneth Auto, just like Lexus is supposed to be like the luxury Toyota. King Street's Acura is, oh, I read that. Kenneth KO says it's that soon said with a German accent. Oh, that soon. Thanks. You know, sometimes you gotta just draw it out for me. You know, that's what you got. You know, I'm sorry, old Trucker John here's seen one too many miles. I think a lot of miles on that brain. Benny Logo is laughing her ass off right now. West Webb, lots of food started among the poor: ribs and fried catfish. Dachshund, Dachshund, Dachshund. Jawohl. King Street's lobster was once poor man's food, but not anymore. Don't get me started on lobster. I love me a good lobster tail. And let me tell you, I'll just go, you know, people want to shit talk restaurants like Red Lobster, the restaurant called Red Lobster. I go there, I don't go there often. That's one of those like once a year type of things. And I'll go get me steak and lobster at Red Lobster, and I think it's delicious. I love it. Like I say, it's like a once a year dish I do. So anywho, and I'm just saying, some people will put down Red Lobster. Why don't you have to go to some fancy schmancy place? Anyhow, KO says it was Datsun, a name which indicated the new car's smaller size when compared to the thing moved. It moved. The chat moved to DAT's larger vehicle already in production, but Nissan changed it to Datsun because Sun. Stop moving. Sun means loss in Japanese. I'm just learning stuff today. King Street's chicken wings too. I like me some chicken wings. Westwood, part of it was that the Hondas and Datsuns were cheap little cars. Our brains couldn't associate the brands with quality. West Webb, Yamaha makes an excellent piano. Yes, they do. KO says Nissan bought out DAT. Video local, buy me steak and lobster tails. Yes! It's good, isn't it? Some good shit, isn't it? West Webb, oysters kept the pilgrims alive over that first winter. Did they have it for Thanksgiving? I'm glad that did not become a Thanksgiving tradition. King Street's Yamaha has made 4-cylinder motors for Toyota and V6 and V8s for Ford and Volvo. Wow. Benny Local, oysters are amazing. I think I've tried it. I wasn't that impressed with it. It was just put that on my bucket list to check it off. West Webb, san is a term of respect in Japanese. Like son, yeah, they say like what they say, Papa-san and Mama-san. King Street's Ford Taurus, SHO V6 and V8 and Volvo V8 were made by Yamaha. I never knew that. I never ever knew that, guys. Thanks for just, you know, overloading my brain. Benny Loco, Kinky, remember when there were only 4 car companies in the U.S.? Kinky Streets, yep. West Webb, I'm not supposed to eat shellfish, but I love it. Alright. Benny Loco, way too many cars on the planet. I think there are as many cars as there are bugs. Boom, boom. Kinky Streets, Toyota MR2, 2nd Gen Turbo, and Celica, all Track Turbo 4 were made by Yamaha. 3S GTE motor, I know too much about it, laughing out loud. West Webb, Trucker John Son. I think they pronounce it Son, right? West Webb, oysters make my toes hurt. Really? Oysters make your really? Oysters make your toes hurt? Try saying that. That's a hard. Oysters make my toes hurt. Oysters make my toes hurt. Oysters make my toes hurt. That's a hard sentence to say. Oysters make my toes hurt. ... Benny Loco, one never knows too much kinky unless they think they know so much yet know nothing. Lol. Benny Loco, Benny Loco, I almost said Benny Oyster. Benny Loco, oysters make me ready. Randy. Or ready. Either way, it's kind of gonna get me kind of embarrassed. West Webb, why would I lie? I don't know. Why would you lie? What? West Webb, you have gout? And then Benny Loco laughs at that suggestion. Benny Loco, eating too rich there, Wes. I'm not even sure what gout is. I've heard of gout. I might even have it for all I know. And I don't want to go into a big thing like we did the pee thing, okay? So let's not flood the thread with gout information. I'll Google it later. We all need to know much more than we need to know. Plus, yep. You know, I'm lying. I haven't been Randy in years. It's like, tonight I'll be Randy and you be George. Let's take turns. Randy. That sounds like another Monty Python. Oh, Randy, we're all getting Randy. Randy for a little candy. Jenny Shannon says, Wes, go on YouTube and look up videos on Dr. Eric Berg on gout. Please, Wes, do that on your own time. I do not wish to talk about gout on here right now because I have a feeling it's going to get gross. I don't want anything gross. At this particular time in my life, I would not like to speak of gross things. I only want to talk about Mustangs and stuff like that. Okie dokie. West Webb, I think I've seen Jeannie Shannon. Okay. Logo, my damn husband's name is Rand Paul. What? No way. No way. Jeannie said it's painful. Okay. All right. It's painful. West Webb, I'm not sure they know lots of research. Yeah, let's research that later. Let's research the gout later on our own time. Let's make that like just a little side project you can do on your own, on home time. On your home time. Okay? No more gout talk. There's something about it. I don't. It sounds like it might be gross. Anyhow, Billy Low Truth. American God help. So, but if we don't talk about gout, then what are we going to talk about? Oh, here comes a big one of these gas tanker things. I like looking at the trucks. I like looking at the trucks and what they're hauling and stuff, things of this nature. Here, I'm going from sort of a Forrest Gump to Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Oh, this is the methods in Trigas. Yes, ask the gas professionals. They do it. They bring the gas. Yes, it's for the gas. We like to bring the gas in the tubular tanker and things of this nature. Yes, the things of the nature. It goes to FedEx, little FedEx box truck. There you go. Beep, beep. Book, FedEx. Boop, boop. Gene says, too funny. Let's get some coffee. Yes, Webb. I haven't gotten it bad since 2009. Okay. All right, Wes. All right. Vanilla pop music. Talk about pop music. Okay. Doobie doo wop 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 doo wop. Oh, hey, check this out. Beep beep, beep, beep. And he's off. Alrighty. There he goes. And like that, he's gone. He thinks he is a porn star. Oh, so I'm married to Stormy Daniels, laughing out loud. No, you're not, Wes. You don't even want her, do you? I mean, who wants to traipse around where Trump has been? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Why would I lie? Why? There you go again. Why would I lie? I don't know. Why does anybody lie? Why does anybody lie? Because they're afraid of the truth. Ooh. Is that why people lie? Is they're afraid of the truth? There goes that FedEx truck again. Was he lost? You can't find the exit? Why would I lie like a rug? Benny Loco, you would tell a fish tale, Wes. Jenny says, let's stop there, John. West Webb, that time it was just for fun. West Webb, I've never been married. Benny Loco, one time in band camp. Oh, yeah. It's one time in band camp. Yeah, remember? There was this one time in band camp. Okay, enough of that. That was the girl from, Buffy. Yes, I confess, I was a big Buffy the Vampire Slayer viewer. And I watched Angel, too. I confess. That's one of my guilty pleasures, I guess. What's my okay? Then I am married to the girl from Buffy. You are? Why would I lie? Why would I lie? Why would I lie? Well, that's a deep subject. So there's some dude walking across the parking lot. Looks a little shady. Looks a little shady to me. Oh, here he goes. He looks like he's drunk or something. He is staggering. Dude be staggering. Oh my God. I'm whispering now. I think he's lost. He forgot where he parked. Here he comes back. Here he comes back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't think he's a truck driver. I think he's fucked up. Maybe he got all fucked up on that gas in that truck. Anyhow, enough of that funny business. Benny Loco, I never will marry. I'll be no man's wife, except to live single all the days of my life. That sounds like Shakespeare to me. I will never marry. I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. And sing. Thank you very much. Lavanella, where's my truck? Yeah, I think he's like looking for his truck. Where the hell did I park my truck? But I don't really think he was a truck driver. Unless he just went and got fucked up in the bar over there. At 12:22. You're already drunk, son? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? West Webb, Julie Collin. You know, Shakespeare country music. Well, you know, some people say. Gene said, I love Shakespeare. West Webb, strung out. I think he was strung out. I think so. Something was up with that dude. Totally lost. Like, he walked over there and he was totally perplexed as to where the fuck he was at this particular moment in time. and there was definitely some staggering going on. If I was a decent human being, I would have gotten out and gave him a hug and a hot chocolate and said, "Here you go, on your way, little guy." I don't even know where he went. Anyhow, Emmylou Harris, Dolly Parton, and Linda Ronstadt. Yes, the Holy Grail. That's like that's the start of your Mount Rushmore there, right? What's with stoners are usually friendlier looking. Yeah, I don't think he was a stoner. Yeah, I think he was like on like fucking meth or something or whatever. I don't know. Why am I so judgy all of a sudden? Poor dude. Like I said, I should have gave him a hug and a cup of hot chocolate. Instead, I'm sitting here talking shit about him. I'm an evil, bad man. I hate myself right now. There goes another truck. You guys want to see a truck? Red truck. Ooh. Charlie Services LLC. Don't hit the guy that's staggering around. Careful. Careful now. There's a staggerer. We got a staggerer in the lot. He had a Jubitz t-shirt, and Jubitz is a truck stop up in Portland. I did a video on that if you want to check it out. If you want to scroll through my video collection, and you'll see the Jubitz. I've done a couple of Jubitz truck stop videos, actually. And he had the t-shirt. So that's the only reason I thought maybe he might be a truck driver who bought a Jubitz t-shirt when he was there. But I don't know. I mean, there are truck drivers. Yeah, I'm not trying to say like, we're all perfect little angels, and we wouldn't be, fucked up. So he could be a truck driver. Truck drivers get fucked up. Here comes that Matheson, the try gas again. Ah, Yavo, I see you. He's going out. See, I don't know. I guess I've been doing it all wrong. Everyone's exiting on this side of the fuel bay. I always exit on the other side because that's the way it's set up. But I do know they have it they've got some little cones over there to block where they fill the tanks up. Because they don't want you running over those. They got the manhole things like right in the middle of the driveway, and it's sort of, I guess over the years it's sort of made little potholes around it or something. So they do have some cones around there, so you don't drive over those. But I just go around the cones. I mean, there's plenty of room to go around the cone. So I don't know why you got to exit, because the way they're exiting is like through the entrance. And unless you don't have to do that, then I don't know why you would do that. That's just me. I'm silly that way, I guess. So I've been missing the chat. Stoners are usually friendlier looking. Yep. Dolly Parton's a hero. Wes says down in the river to pray. Jeannie says, did anyone watch? Oh yeah, I watched Black Sheep Squadron. I liked Robert Conrad, right? Robert Conrad, the guy from Wild Wild West. Yeah. Benny Logo, she is Kiki. I fucking adore her and want to sing a song with her and Willie before I die, or before they die, because they're older and they will die probably first. West Webb, Dolly is wonderful, but her PR people are equally amazing. Really. West Webb, is it liquid or natural gas? It's liquefied natural gas. I don't know. Kiki Streets could be liquid nitrous. I thought I read what it was. Weren't you guys listening? Because I've already forgotten whatever I said. It just comes out, it's gone. Poof! It's gone. Forever. Comes out of my mouth. It's gone. Never to be seen again. Never to be heard from. Never to be. It's just out in the parking lot, staggering around, wondering where the truck is. Anyhow, they are this is Benny Loco. They are scared of her because she is powerful, decent woman. The PR people are scared of her. Jenny Shannon, W.K. Stratton was the cute blonde in the show. He went to my high school. What show? What did I miss? What show? Oh, we were talking about Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson. Was it Days of My Life? I don't know. Anyhow, sometimes I miss stuff. Oh, on Black Sheep Squadron. Okay, duh. I think you were talking about Black Sheep Squadron. Black Sheep Squadron. Say that 3 times fast. But I like that show. I remember that show. And I like Robert Conrad. So. Yep, Dolly Sports Literacy volunteers too. Yeah, Black Sheep Squadron. I know. I'm slow on the uptake. If you said something 5 minutes ago, it's like, you know. And then I gotta scroll back and get a refresher. To refresh my memory on that whole situation. So, anyhow, yeah, sorry for not keeping up. I don't know. Maybe I'm on meth. No, I'm not. Just simmer. It was an attempt at humor. Very poor one, but nevertheless, it was an attempt. But, all right, guys, I'm not going to do 6 hours today. Sorry to disappoint. I know you're looking forward to about another 4 more hours to go. Let's see, what day is today? Today is Tuesday. Was Hal going to be on today? Because he was sick yesterday and took a whole damn day off. How dare he? I haven't heard anything if he's going to be on today or not. We got... Benny Logo says, when I was young and playing the circuit, I used to be told I looked like Linda Ronstadt. Must be the German heritage we both share. I like Linda Ronstadt. Jenny Shannon, when he would come down the hall, the girls would swoon. And Jolie put Benny Loco's... Oh yeah, the birthday live stream tomorrow night. Yes. Don't miss it. 7 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I should be done with my driving by then, and I will be there with bells on, for sure. Gwizz, I guess is pretty local. Westwood 11. I just need some daylight to clean the gutters. You haven't cleaned them yet? Wes, put on some earbuds, so you can listen to the live stream, Trucker John live stream, while you're cleaning your gutters. But I'm going to be shutting down here in a few minutes. And at 7 p.m. is 9 p.m. And 9 p.m. is 10 p.m. in some places. Kiki Streets, I remember Linda Ronstadt was roller skating, yeah, on an episode of Chips when I was a kid. She was so hot on that show. Was that on Chips? Because I remember seeing Linda Ronstadt on roller skates. And it's funny, I don't remember the Chips part of it. Benny Logo, I'm going to get Grunk AF. Really? Are you really? Because that would be fun to see. West Webb, I was hot for Linda. She could do everything. Yeah, she was a sweetie. All the boys loved her. Oh, yeah. Benny Loco doesn't drink. Yeah, but she's not drinking. She's getting drunk. Whatever that is. Benny Loco, Kinky, Linda was hot as hell. She had skates on one of her album covers. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Because sadly, Linda can't sing anymore. I just saw something. It was some sort of interview she did. But I didn't watch the interview. I must have seen just like a promo for it or something. But you know, that's why I will get easily drunk, Wes. Cheap date. Vinny Loco, on your birthday special, you need to sing some Linda Ronstadt. Because I know you love to sing. So you should sing some Linda Ronstadt songs for us. Come on. Sing some Linda Ronstadt. But no, she has paralyzed vocal cords. Oh my God. How did that happen? How do your vocal cords get paralyzed? That seems so specific of something getting paralyzed in your body. Wow. Because, I mean, I guess she can still walk and stuff like that, right? Man. King Sheik's Linda Ronstadt and Sally Field, my crushes at the time. Yes, Sally Field. She was another one. I mean, I remember her in The Flying Nun when I was a little kid. Benny Loco, I will take out my Geeter for sure. Try and stop me, laughing out loud. Jeannie Shannon, she is 76 with the same hair but gray now. Yeah, I saw that promo. She's all gray. Yeah. Benny Loco, oh, Kinky, that's sweet. Yeah, you got to do some Linda Ronstadt. Yeah, do some Linda Ronstadt. On my birthday, I should do something. Mine's not until October, so I have almost a whole year. I have like 10 months to think about my big birthday bash. Trucker John, big birthday. A Trucker John, a Trucker John, a Trucker John. Woo, 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 woo. Westwood, Brooke Shields was one of my other ones. Sally Field was an adult already when I was a little kid. Yeah, so no, but Brooke Shields was like for me, she was already like too young when she broke out. You know what I mean? Jeannie Shannon, some Nat King Cole. Yeah. Nat King Cole. He was good. Laughing out loud. So I'm not going to crush on someone who's too young, Wes. Ramblin' Rose. Oh, yeah, I remember that song. Ramblin' Rose. I do not know. I'm not like Hal, who could recite a whole complete song that he probably hasn't heard in 30 years and knows all the lyrics by heart somehow. The guy is amazing. I am listening to Linda Lightly in the background. Long time. My favorite song of hers. Long time. I don't know. I don't remember that song. West Webb. I figured I'd wait until I was 40 and grab me a 20-year-old. How'd that work out for you, Wes? Hey, I was just thinking about a girlfriend. But I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to go there. But anyhow, because you never know, she might be watching. Jeannie Shannon, I'm still in love with Tom Selleck. And the first thing, of course, when I think of Tom Selleck, I just think of that mustache, the big giant mustache he had. I know the lyrics to no less than 10,000 songs. They are stuck in my head. Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're like a walking jukebox. You know, could just go up to you and go, hey, play this song, play that song. But you're gonna want like some money, like coins. You know how you put coins in a jukebox. But only because you let them drive you crazy, Wes. Laughing out loud. I was 40 in 2005. In 2005, I was 45. Or I turned 45 in 2005. Gene Shannon, I think of cowboy. Oh yeah, like was it Down Under thing, like Quigley, Squiggly, Squiggy Down Under or something. Was 7 years old when Brooke was born. That's not too old. I was talking about me. That she was too young for me. I know she was too young for you. Being Kiki, for some reason, in my mind's eye, you are a studly man of about 32. I have some imagination. King Streets. But he is a studly man. Regardless of the number you want to associate. I'm just saying. Hey, we got 10 people in the house of Trucker John. Make sure you hit that thumbs up because we're at 8 thumbs up. So we should be at 10 people. We should be at 10. Billy Loco's 6'4", broad-shouldered and dark. Boy, painting quite the picture there of the Kinky Streets. Kinky Streets Cars and the Outdoors Talk does that. This one, Kinky is just a kid. He's just a kid. King Street's not that tall. That was my father. Yeah. Loco, I love you, Kinky. I love you. I love you, Kinky. Kinky, did you come to the game, CSR2? I opened up the spot for you, but then somebody took it, I think, already. So they go fast. If you want to be on Fowler's Wrath, you gotta act quick. I opened the spot and boom, got taken up like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna break into a little bit of Elvis right now. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, thank you. King Street is my father and mother were the best looking in my family. But Bruce and I don't match up. Blah, blah, blah. From now on, I'm reading every post as Elvis. Been local. My dad was 6'7". I'm 5'6". What the hell, man? West Webb. LOL. King Street. I look like my dad. Being local. I can't keep up with this. Well, my mom was 5'4". Oh, thank you very much. My mom was 5'4". Yeah, Mama liked to go to Memphis. And she liked to make me some soup. My mama, she didn't like the Colonel. I look like my dad. This is Benny Loco. I look like my dad set the wrong plumbing and obvious shortness. Laughing out loud. King Streets. I guess I'm not doing Elvis anymore. King Streets. Everyone thought my pop was German and my mother Italian. They were neither. Closest was Austrian on father's side. As far as I'm concerned, Austrians are just the high class version of Germans. I'm just kidding. It was like Lexus and Toyota, right? It was a callback. I used to be 6 foot, but I'm getting hunched over. I used to be 6 foot, almost 6'1", and I'm like 5'10" now. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not hunched over. I'm just shrinking, and not in the good way, if there is a good way. But so what the fuck? I was like 6 feet and I wasn't almost 6'1". I was probably like 6 feet and like a quarter inch. And now I think I'm like 5'10", less physical I got. They put me at 5'10". And I'm not hunched over or anything like that. So that's discouraging. Because, We always like to be tall and stuff, right? Guys, especially. Kiki says my mom looked like Rachel Weisz. I remember Rachel Weisz. She's an actress, and we haven't seen her in a while. Wasn't she the one was in like those Brendan Fraser movies? Very good actress, very cute, very attractive. Yes. West Web cartilage and bone wear down. Well, I guess my cartilage bones are wearing down because sucks. It really does suck. I don't like that my cartilage and bones are wearing down. Because by the time I'm 62 now, by the time if I get to be 80, I'm going to be about 4 foot tall. Jeannie says we all shrivel. I guess so. See, it would have been like if I would have been like 6'5", you know, when I was younger, then I'd have more, you know, leeway there, right? Yeah, the Mummy movies, yes, and Enemy at the Gates. Oh yeah, that was a great movie. Oh, that was a really good movie. I remember that one, and she won an Oscar, I believe. Yeah, what was it for? I think she did. Rachel Weisz. Very good actress. Haven't seen her in a long time though. In anything. What's the movie? If you can stand up. I can stand up. Benny Local, yes we do, at Jenny Shannon. King Streets, I look like Uncle Festa. Uncle Fester. Is that from the Addams Family? And so is it the Uncle Fester from the series or Uncle Fester from the movies? King Streets, her husband is Daniel Craig. 007. Right? Well, that's kind of a power couple. If I've ever seen one. I like Daniel Craig. Big Local, I was 5'7.5" before I blew 9 discs out of my back. My God. That sounds horrible. Still not tall at 5'7". Well, 5'7" for, you know, a woman is tall. And a half. 5'7". That's actually kind of tall, I think. But not tall enough. Anyways, I think that 5'7.5" is pretty tall for a woman. Kiki Streets, yup, TV show, Uncle Fester, that's me. Kiki Streets, lol. Laugh and out loud. I think my mom was 5'7". And then when she got older, she got kind of hunched over and stuff, and shrunk. I'm trying to think though. I think she was 5'7". Yeah, I think she's about 5'7". My dad was about 6 foot, about 6'1", about 6 foot, or between 6 foot and 6'1". And I don't remember him shrinking. So I don't know what's going on, man. West Web, I've got back problems too, as we already know. Yep. I'm gonna read these posts different. Let's do something. Let me read the posts in funny voices. I think. West Web. Oh, I already did that one. Because here's Benny Loco. And I'll just do whatever pops into my head. My oldest daughter is 5'11". My youngest daughter is 5'3". LOL. ... West Web. My dad couldn't even stand up for the last year and a half of his life. ... And I don't mean, I'm just doing these voices off the top of my head. I don't mean to like make it like I was making fun of your dad's problem. Okay. So I apologize because I realized that it sounded probably stupid, and mean, and I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I just want to be me. That sounded kind of profound. I don't want to be mean. I want to be me. Now no one's gonna say anything, huh? Because I mean, I could go, whoa, Benny Loco, whoa, or is it, whoa, Benny Loco? You sound like the guy from Hogan's Heroes. Which guy? The main guy? That's. Oh wait. Now I'm doing it in regular ways. That's okay, John. You sounded a lot like him. Kiki Streets. Okay, here we go. Well, I don't know. Now I'm out of it. I don't know if I can get back into it. Especially this one's my pop was 6'2", plus played high school basketball. His high school team went on to NYU to play college ball. His classmate was Dolph Lundgren. That's kidding. Wasn't really Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren's he's a commie from Russia, probably. I don't know. But his friend's name was Dolph Shays. And he's an American. And he went on to play for the New York Knicks, and his son is Donnie Shays. And his uncle is Albert Shays, and his third cousin is Pee Wee Shays. They call him Pee Wee because, well, I'll let you figure that one out. Kinky Streets. Okay, played for the Orlando Magic. The German guy. Schatz, I see nothing. I see nothing. That guy. Of course it would be that guy. They would have played school reunions every year till they died. But they didn't because they were just too... I'm going to start just making up my own shit, right? They didn't do the high school reunions. They could have, and they would have. But they quite frankly found out that they didn't really care for one another. No, I'm just riffing, people. I'm riffing. King Streets, Dolph Shays, look him up. Dolph Shays, of course, we all know who Dolph Shays is. Shavy Man, they used to call him as a little jokey poo. The Shave Man, and he would say, no, it's Shays, it's pronounced Shays. It's pronounced Shays, motherfucker. And then we just go, okay, whoa. Then we bring back the whoa. Dude, all right, we're just joking. Dolph Shays, 6'10". No. 6'10" guard, power guard. West Webb, exactly. My sister's 50th class reunion would have been if they had held it. Nobody wanted to be in charge. Exactly. Dot. I'm just waiting for the dots. Benny Loco, 5th cousin on my mom's side. Dot. You just got 2 dots out of that one. Dolph was 6'8", Fowler. Come on, get it straight, Trucker John. He wasn't 6'10", he was 6'8". All right. That's a good height. That's a good height to be. 6'8". You could play some ball, that. You could handle that. 6'8". You could do some dunking. You could dunk that ball. He's going to dunk that ball. Who's going to dunk that ball? Dolph Shays. I'm going to look him up. I'll look him up. I never heard of him, but I'll look him up. But look, you didn't read the paragraph that I wrote, John. What? I didn't read your paragraph? Let me back it up. Let me back her up. I'm looking for your paragraph. There's Hogan Heroes. There's about the height, 5'11". How far away I gotta go? Here's 5'7.5". I read that one. Didn't I read that one? Did I miss one? I don't know. I don't see it, Benny Loco. It's like you look like your dad. We're going way back. I read all those. I don't know. But Julie says she's related to Rutherford. She's related to Rutherford B. Hayes. My life is still crap. ... Hope that helps. I don't see Benny Loco's thing she's talking about. 5th cousin on my mom's side. So I don't see what. For some reason, it's not on here. YouTube has shadow banned that particular post because I don't see it. You might have to rewrite that. You might have to reload it. You just might have to reload that one because I don't see it. And I looked. Wes Webb, I saw him in Las Vegas. He was a monster plugging He-Man, I think. Who? Sean Hayes? Or whatever? Dolph Hayes? Dolph Shays? Dolph was a top scorer and rebounder. He was a 12-time NBA All-Star and 12-time All-NBA selection. My goodness gracious. The man was a 12-time All-Star and I never heard of him. What the hell's going on with this world? Okay, so here we go. Benny Local. My cousin Thomas E. Dewey almost became the president of the United States. All the papers printed that he won, but Truman won. I remember that headline. Now, how different my life could have been with a president in it. Shaking my head. Exclamation point after the quotation. I remember that very famous headline, Dewey wins. Wes Webb, I'm related to Captain Blood. Reloaded. Okay, now, yeah, I swear to goodness that what you just reloaded is not anywhere on my thread. And I don't know how that happened. I do not know. Do not know, other than it being some vast conspiracy, shadow banning. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's what it is. Some sort of shadow ban. But we have beaten the shadow ban. We have defeated the evil shadow ban. I don't know who Captain Blood is, Wes Webb. Sorry. I don't know who Dolph Lundgren. I don't know who Dolph Shays is. I do know who Dolph Lundgren is. He's a commie bastard. But anyway, yep. We were excited for a minute, laughing out loud. Then came the retraction from the papers. That was... What year was that? Was that in the 50s or 40s? When was Truman president? Was that Truman? That was in the 50s, right? King Streets, well, you're too young for Dolph NBA since he was born in 1928. His career was done by 1964. He did coach for the 76ers. Oh. Oh, yes, 1928. That's way before my time. That's way before me. Kizzy Shays won NBA Coach of the Year in 1966. Wow, that's pretty awesome. A great all-star and a great coach, apparently. That is pretty cool. All kidding aside. I kid. But all kidding aside. That's pretty cool. Let me see if my tablet is working still. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. This sounds like good news. I don't know when they sent this. Sometimes since I've been sitting here, they sent I think it's just a fleet-wide message. It says, okay, so they're sending this message out. This is from Carrie Wilgas. She is my, what they call business owner associate, right? And I know a lot of drivers, I don't know if a lot of drivers have been quitting, but a lot of drivers have been complaining and upset because there's been no freight for like 3 months now. So they're sending this message. I've never seen them do this before. They're doing this because they need to do something to pick up morale, I think, right? And give people some hope here. Because this says TSC Freight increase in volume next week. Fleet manager, I guess that's saying it's from the fleet manager. Good afternoon. Just wanted to give a heads up about extra TSC freight. I think that's a company that will be dropping this Friday for delivery next week. This volume will all be from TSC locations, but especially in Arizona and California. Thanks for all you do, and please drive carefully. Thanks, Carrie. So, see, this is just this sort of pre-Christmas increase in volume, and so I don't know how long it's going to last. So my morale just went down. So I guess we're getting a little bit of a bump here at Christmas for our freight in California, especially in Arizona. So we'll see if it carries on into the new year or not. Hopefully it will. All right. I don't know. I just felt like reading that message. Now I think it was stupid, though. Okay. So things still working. But anyhow, so we might get some little uptick in some freight, I guess. Okay. So, yeah, then you were excited and retraction. Okay. King Streets. Well, you're doing... okay, I already read that. And he was the coach of the year. Almost 4 p.m. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Oh, boy. I've been on 11, 12, 1. It's like 3 hours now, huh? What is it with me? Yesterday I did 6 hours. Today I did 3. Wow, I never do this. Usually like an hour, and I've had enough. What is up with that? Okay, so this is King Street. USA sending Patriot missiles to Ukraine. I'm all for it, man. Load them up. Give them whatever they need. Get those fucking Russians out of there. Anyhow, so did we ever find out, is Hal coming on at 3? Is he coming on in a couple hours? I'm not going to go 2 more hours. I'll tell you that much for sure right now. But I don't know if anyone knows if Hal's coming on today. I don't know. I guess we should go ahead and call it a day. I'll be picking up that load tomorrow, heading to Salt Lake. I will be probably en route on Thursday. I'm just trying to think where I'll be. I might be at Mr. Gas in Jerome, Idaho, maybe by then. And then I'll deliver on Friday that load. So on Thursday I'll be somewhere between here and there. Slava Ukraine. Yep. Puck Futin. My team name in CSR2 is Slava Ukraini. But freight is always good to have as a trucker. Yeah, it's good. I'm just hoping that it will stay, because it's been horrible since September 1st. The freight has been horrible for me. What's web? Hey, my friends, still wiped out with the gunk. Can't do a show today. So sorry. Cough just got productive, which is fun, but hard for talking. Huh. Then Jolie says Andrea posted she's doing a live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so Hal must not be streaming them. So I guess we could watch Andrea's show at 7 p.m. Eastern which is 4. That'd be 4 o'clock here, right? 4. 3 minus 7 is 4. Last time I checked. So let's all do that. We'll watch. We'll check out Andrea. I guess it's on YouTube, right? Benny Loco. I may have to go live to fill in some time for all the sick and missing. Yeah, Benny Loco, go on. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check out here in a little bit, and we can do a Benny Loco and then Andrea. Back to back. That'd be fun to do a back to back. Benny Loco and then Andrea. And then a KO. KO should go in. You should do a show tonight, KO. Just do an impromptu. When's your normal thing? Friday? Kenneth Otto, you got a show Friday, right? I think it's Fridays or something. King Streets, Andrea has her own question mark. I didn't read that like a question. I had to say the question mark. Benny Loco, Taco Tuesday dabs. Taco Tuesday. Oh, I gotta get me some tacos. I want me some tacos in my stomach right now. Jolie, her Discord says her. And she's on you. It'll be on YouTube, right? I guess everything's on YouTube, right? KO, Andrea is doing a chat on Facebook. Oh, Facebook. KO, it's called Living in It. Okay, I will definitely check it out. Andrea on Facebook. Is the link going to be in Discord? Because if I go on Facebook, and I have to know her thing. Facebook, yeah, that's why I don't know about it. Yeah, I don't. It's funny. I don't really like Facebook anymore that much, but I do go on there. West Web is blocked from Facebook. Really? I didn't know that. Jolie, Living in It on Facebook. Okay, Living in It. I'll look it up. And Facebook. Benny Loco says I blocked Facebook. KO says we discussed the option of doing a live stream, but we both thought it would send the wrong idea to people. What? What do you mean? Jolie says still at West Web. Key Streets, no Facebook for me. No Facebook for me. We hate Facebook. We hate Mark Zuckerberg. I don't hate. I'm gonna give him a cupcake and a cup of hot chocolate and a pat on the head. All right, and send him on his way. But okay, well, we'll figure something out. Maybe Benny Loco should just do like a 6-hour stream tonight. Make up for Hal not being there. 7 more hours. Oh, for your blocking thing. Okay, so anyhow, I think I'm gonna get out of this cold truck. Oh, I gotta find the screw for this track or something. Can you guys see that? This thing that holds the curtain up, it's all coming down, right? I need to find a screw. I need a screw. Living it. Well, I'll check it out. I'm not afraid of Facebook. So I'll check Andrea out and then see how it's going. And I think KO should do a show tonight. That's what I think. It was a week from last Tuesday. I wrote a poem as a sarcastic joke that ended "Hang Mike Pence." Well, yeah, the algorithm bots, they don't understand sarcasm. I don't think. West Web, if it is a private chat, I might be able to see it at least. I don't know. I don't know, Wes, if it is or not. I do not know. I don't know. All right, guys. I'm gonna bow out graciously, as they like to say. We'll go ahead and I'll see you in the chat rooms. I'll see you on the other shows. I'll see you around town. I will see you Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time on YouTube. And I will be broadcasting from who knows where. It could be a rest area on the side of Interstate 84 in Idaho. It could be Mr. Gas. Don't you love the name of that? Mr. Gas? It could be there. Or it could be, yeah, even a Walmart parking lot. Who knows? But I will be seeing you Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, bright and early. Be there. Don't be square. That didn't rhyme, did it? My rhyming is off today. Appreciate you guys spending 3+ hours with me. It's really, really awesome that you guys are here, and I mean that. So, I will see you next time. The good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Make sure you keep the rubber side down, the shiny side up. Go clean those gutters. Because a clean gutter is a happy gutter. Remember that. All right, ciao, everybody. And when I say ciao, that is homage to Kinky Streets. Just know that. All right, guys. It's been a great time. This time I mean it. Ciao.